Welcome back to Muddling Through Minecraft with Niceberg. It is time for us to get going again after spending a lot of time on our hobbit holes last time. I'm still a little unhappy with how the outside, especially this ring here, looks. I've had to make some changes to it to try and accommodate some things inside. I think I'm probably going to have to move the chicken cooker a little bit and may just have to redo some things inside to make this fit right. But again, muddling through. Whatever we got to do, we'll do it to make it work. So what I want to do today, though, is I want to start over here on this pathway, this bridge over here, and I want to make something a little bit more interesting than just this flat pathway between this side of the river and this side of the river. And so we're going to have a little bit of a curved bridge, and I have some thoughts and some ideas. So we're going to go ahead and just dive right into that. Depending on how this goes, it may end up in here as a time lapse, or I may just jump in and out, kind of depending on how well this muddling goes. So we'll see. And this is the beginnings of the bridge. So, it turned out all right. I'm not unhappy with it. Although this is, again, the very beginnings. So we've got a lot of work still to do on this. I've just used the blocks to mark everything out, where things are going to go. And so now we need to make this look better. The detailing part of this bridge is what needs to come up next. And then we'll head off into the jungle that way. And we'll, of course, come up past the hobbit hole and our starter area going this way. So yeah, so the detailing is the next part. I'm going to go grab a few more things and then we'll play around with that, maybe a little bit together here. So I've got the floor of the bridge as a bottom half slab, which is definitely what I want to keep it as. That'll help us prevent spawns even if there's low light somewhere on the bridge. And I also think it just gives a little bit of extra depth to what's going on here. So that's good. What I want to do, though, is look at how we can adjust elements of these blocks on the side to make it look a little sleeker. So one of the first things I'm going to try is to come in here and swap those blocks out for upside down stairs and see what that looks like within this within the bridge, and if that makes anything look just a little bit nicer. So we'll step back and take a look, and yeah, I already like that a bit. And so let's come down here and let's make all of these underside blocks. Let's make all of those stairs upside down stairs as well, and go ahead and take a look at that. And we're getting closer, we're getting better. Now, one of the things that I'm not sure about this space here is that these are already stairs. So if we make this block a stair, then we lose that, it gets a little too thick. So maybe if we make these stairs here and even one there, and then potentially top half cobblestone slabs along there. Let's take a look at what that looks like. And if we like that, then we'll have to deal with all the corners and everything. All right, that's not too shabby. I still feel like this is too thick in here, so we can take... Oh, those are stairs. That's a problem, though. Okay, so let's go ahead and make all of those upside down stairs, and that will help clean up the underside of the bridge here. Oh yeah, this is coming together already. I already like it. Lots more detailing to do still. With maybe some of this mossy cobblestone and things like that. But that's already looking really nice. Now, what would happen if we took out these middle blocks as well and used just... Oh, that's going to happen. I don't like that, I don't think. I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. Then these would need to become upside down stairs as well. So let's do that. And you guys are just getting a little peek at my detailing process here, what this looks like, and just how much time it takes to maybe come up with something that looks good. So now we have a problem with these stairs here. See that those are poking out underneath in a negative way. So now that one needs to stay. But if we turn those back right side up, oh no, we've got that one there. Okay, I'm going to mess with this some more and see if I can get these lines where I want them. I wish I could share with everyone in real time my excitement when things are turning out right. So this is the new look of the bridge, and it's really what I had in mind initially, which was this gradual, consistent rise to a peak in the middle and then a fall down into the jungle again, with some arches in the middle and whatnot. So this is really what I was looking for initially. And now it's a matter of just pulling the tops up to be level at the right places and doing all the right things. But this is, whoa, look at that hole. Just the excitement I get when I see what I had in my mind kind of coming to life on the screen before me is pretty exciting to me. Been a little while since I feel like that was the case, if ever, quite frankly, in this game. And I'm better understanding some things about curves and about the blocks and how to be creative with the kinds of blocks that we've got and that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to continuing to detail this curve or to detail this bridge. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and get kind of the other side built up to be the similar. It should be basically nearly matching arches. The one place where that won't be the case is over here on the curve. This arch out here has to span 16 blocks, and the one on the inside I think is only 11. So we'll have to get it up to the same height. So it will look right though, and that's what I'm starting to understand, and I like that. So symmetry is not necessarily my friend, which is hard because as a math person, I like symmetry. But symmetry isn't necessarily my friend, although non-symmetry starts to look right. And that is pretty exciting to me. So yeah, anyway, this is more like what I was hoping and wanting this bridge to look like. So I'm pumped. All right, I'm going to get this other side worked up too. Here we go. This bridge has taken me a while to put together. It has taken quite a bit of time to get these arches the way that I want them, and I'm not going to lie, they still aren't completely the way that I want them, but it's getting close. This is kind of what I've been envisioning for a while, and it's getting pretty much there. So what I'm debating on now is whether to fill the gaps in or not. So let me show you what I'm talking about. You can see I've still got some. This is the old cobblestone edges. I realized at some point that it was going to look a lot better with the black accent instead of the cobblestone. But here's now what I'm trying to decide is if I should fill in this area in the cobble. And the problem is going to come that there are going to be some situations in which the cobble doesn't quite fit right around the black stone or around the deep slate. And then I'm going to have some gaps and things like that, right? So, boom, I think right there. And then we've come out here and take a look. I actually think I do like that. That's actually what I kind of had in mind when I started to do the deep slate, was that the deep slate was going to be like an accent, right, as opposed to the only part of the bridge. So now where my brain goes is that we do the cobblestone underneath, or the cobblestone accent between, right? Those all get filled in, and then also some sort of arch, supportive arch underneath. I have been hard at work putting in a sugarcane farm in the base. This is a rather large sugarcane farm for being inside the base, but it is what I want. So this is going to get us 6 stacks of sugarcane anytime that we have a harvest on a fully grown crop here. And that should get us plenty of paper. I've been using our mending villager over here mostly actually for lanterns, and so the paper gets us the emeralds we need to get the lanterns that we need for things like our roof here, and then I've also used them out here on the bridge. So that's taken a little bit of time, but this sugarcane farm just wasn't really cutting it in terms of the quantity of paper that I need. So bridge is coming along. The next thing that I want to think about is what our railings look like. And I do think it needs a railing, and I'm not sure whether that's going to be wood or stone. I still feel like there needs to be a little bit more variation in here as well. So I think especially down at the bottom and on the sides here, we need to get a little bit of mossy cobble in there. But we'll see here in a second. Let me go grab a couple of walls and a couple of fences, and we'll go see what we want to do. I have 4 options here with me. We have cobblestone wall, which would just drop in right here. Now there's a problem with the cobblestone wall immediately, is that around those arches it would go ahead and attach. So I think we would want to keep it separated. The other problem in general is going to be our half slab or my half slab usage here. So I don't think that looks very good with it half a block up in the air. So then we're also going to have to kind of, see, that one's wrong. Do things a little sporadically here, and maybe that's fine. Maybe this ends up looking just fine when we do it like this, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll take this around, and if we have to go through and take it out again, right there, we're not going to put one. Then we will, it's not terrible. And actually, I'm now thinking, looking at that, about adding some depth in here as well. Oh, I can't decide. I kind of like it, but it's so dark. It's so dark. So let's try some stairs in there. A little bit different look. Still not quite what I'm looking for, though. So I think that this is 2 stairs here, and this isn't what I was hoping for. So I think we come in here and we replace that with that full block again, and maybe that block right there should be. Maybe here we drop in another stair. All right, let's go back and see what that looks like. So this is the texturing part of the job that is not, it takes a while, but it really makes things pop. Okay, that's kind of interesting there. Gosh, I'm going to really have to think about this now, because I don't like how dark that looks. Like, that almost looks so dark that it could be misconstrued for cobbled deep slate. Maybe that's fine. Maybe that's actually okay. It's growing on me. Okay, so there's a thought. Now back to the railing, which is what we were really here for. Let's go ahead and throw in a wood railing and see what that looks like in comparison to the stone. I think I like the wood railing better. Something about it. Yeah, I think I like that better. We'll continue to do some texturing on this bridge. Like I said, maybe adding some mossy cobblestone in underneath. Maybe even adding some stone brick or something. Like, there's a lot of monotone coloring and monotone texturing happening on the bridge right now. So I'll continue to work on that as we go. And you might see that morph a little bit over time. Just as I'm looking for something to spend a little bit of time on, maybe while I'm not recording, but have a little opportunity to play. So you'll hopefully see this take a little bit of shape over time. But I think that's looking good for right now. Let me go show you one other thing I'm working on that I like, and I think I'm going to continue building upon. Over here along the edge of my cliffside, I've added a little pumpkin patch, and I don't know, this has given me a lot of pleasure to kind of put together. So the pumpkins go in on top of the podzol, and fortunately it looks like it's actually staying podzol. I wasn't sure if it would, so we'll go ahead and replace that one as well. Now some of the green grasses, I also like leaving some of the green grass in. Like, I think that looks maybe correct, appropriate, whatever you want to say. And I like that. So this is something that I think I'm going to continue up to the sheep pen here. So we'll add a few more pumpkin plants in here somewhere and continue the podzol up. So just kind of dropping it in wherever I feel like. The brown... When I started this, I was like, oh, I want it all green and lush and beautiful and pretty. But actually, again, now as I get into this, the texturing and the changes in colors really add something to the picture here, right? And I think that that's really important as we continue through this playthrough. Once those couple of other pumpkins grow up, we'll have a little bit of orange right in here, and we'll have a little bit of orange right up there. What about right in that space there? Again, trying to think about where the colors are. Yeah, see, so right in here, maybe we need one more pumpkin plant and a little bit of podzol. So we'll go ahead and dig back in here a bit and add one more. I want to make sure that this is both an interesting pathway and yet not too busy. And so I added used that little bit of last bone meal and tried to add in a little grass here. I don't want too much of the tall grass because it'll obscure the view. But I want it to look a little unkempt, you know. I want the things that are good, you know, in good rows like our farmland and stuff to look intentional and like we planned it. And then the things around it to look a little haphazard, right? A little unplanned. And so, the pumpkin patch here, it's kind of like these seeds have grown up wherever they happen to fall one day or something like that. And so the pumpkin patch isn't really organized in any way, but just a little small patch there. And yeah, I like that. I really like that. And the podzol and the pumpkins go really nicely together. There's that little bit of orange in there that comes through with the pumpkin, so that's cool. Very, very cool. All right, that's maybe a little bit enough design stuff for today. Let's figure out some adventure to go on. I know that we've been off in this direction before. This is heading off towards the desert, but I think we're going to start our adventure here at the end of the episode, heading over to that desert temple that we saw, I think in episode 1. Let's go see what's over there. All right, we are here. It is time to see what this has in store for us. Already a couple of diamonds. That's good news. We're just going to break that. Not much there. Not much there. And a saddle. That's awesome. Okay, so we've got a couple of things here. Oh, there was a book there I didn't realize. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Yeah, I don't... Oh, Aqua Affinity. Okay. I feel no need to grab string or spider eyes for Pete's sake. We'll get rid of that. Yeah, that gold I definitely want. These emeralds would be good to have as well. There. And, of course, I'm going to take the TNT because why wouldn't I? We've got ourselves a trident-wielding drowned going after some villagers over here, so I think it's time we knock him down a notch. Unfortunately, we didn't get a trident from it, which is what I was really kind of hoping for. But we'll survive, that's for sure. We did find this cool little village here. Inventory's already getting full. Beetroot seeds, I think, are an item that we do not yet have, so we can add that to the farm. All right, let's head out and continue this adventure. I gotta drop something, don't I? How about some paper, I guess? 3, 2, Well, I have been floating for several thousand blocks and not really found a whole lot of anything interesting. I did find a portal that I destroyed, and I'm considering just jumping back into the Nether and heading back towards home through the Nether. I know that that's how I'm going to get home no matter where I'm at. The question is just how much longer do I float around out here before I go ahead and turn around and go home? Found a couple of shipwrecks, got some coastal armor, a couple more diamonds. I picked up some sea pickles because, hey, why not? A couple of villages went through, but not much else. No real new biomes or anything like that. Just a lot of water, and that's pretty disappointing to me. So I'm probably going to be headed back pretty soon. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I've only been out for about 6,000 blocks. Oh, no. Came out of nowhere. Don't know what happened. Now I have to try and get my way back to 3,500, negative 1645, because all my stuff is here. I have decided it is time to head back. Went a little bit further. I found another village here in a savanna biome, and I wouldn't mind having a gateway here anyway and finding a way out here. At some point, we've got a little savanna biome, we've got a little bit of plains, and there are several horses around here. So now that I've got a saddle, this could be a way to get some horses from here back to home. So let's jump into the Nether and see where we are. And we are still in a crimson forest. Only this time we are way up high in the air. And another bastion there? Is that this? Surely this isn't the same bastion in the same crimson forest we were in to start with. And we found our first piece of ancient debris right there. How fantastic. What to drop in order to pick up said ancient debris? I think it's going to be this gunpowder. Oh, give me the ancient debris. There we go, hidden in the depths. Oh, geez, I thought that was going to be another one. I was going to be like, what? No way. This is where we came when I found the fortress, so I know right where we're at, and we will be home soon. My caving and adventuring has paid off with a little bit of deep dark down there. Let's go down and explore. I have no idea where I'm at really at this point in the world. I've been running around through caves and digging up some diamonds and expanding our that made me nervous. Oh, there he is. Okay, I was gonna say, where'd that zombie come from? Expanding our mine shaft, and now I'm here with no gravel and no way to get down. That's all right. It's a small enough fall. Well, that adventuring session wasn't a total waste. We didn't find a whole lot, or at least bring a whole lot back with us, but we did find some camels in a desert village out there that maybe we could go get at some point, as well as some horses. We went mining, and we got like another 36 diamonds, whole bunches of more iron and lapis, so that is all good news as well. And with that, we are going to end this episode. Between the sugarcane farm and the bridge, it has been a long one. Lots of time spent putting these things together. And again, the bridge, we will do some more detailing over time as I get an opportunity to just kind of sit down and play around with this and not really be thinking about maybe even putting out an episode about it, but just being able to sit down and do it. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I can't wait to be back here in this world with you again. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you